is a gift.
Good day, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode. Today, we'll be discussing the Isaac Kappy case. This is the second part of Brackets and Jackets, the murder of Isaac Kappy. For a better experience, please make sure to watch episode 1 first. Before leaving for Australia, Isaac got photographed at the 2018 Political Conference with Laura Loomer and Media Matters mastermind David Brock. He claims it was a troll job on his part and not because he has associations with them, which goes along with his personality. David Brock is also notorious for being the boyfriend of James Alefantis, the owner of Comet Ping Pong Pizza, the epicenter of Pizzagate. Kappy spent the summer in Australia, hosted by the notorious SRA survivor Fiona Barnett. The duo got along at first, but some problems would arise as Isaac began to act a bit erratically and associating with bad people. Among them, the Blood Diamond merchant Elijah Priest, who allegedly paid for Isaac's plane ticket. Priest is involved in several scandals and scams that seriously hinder his credibility. Funny enough, people wanted me to contact him to get intel on Sasha Stone, the head of the International Tribunal for Natural Justice, and a fellow scammer. By then, we had already had a few public spouts, so needless to say, it didn't happen. In their first stream together, Fiona Barnett and Isaac spoke about two Arizona people Fiona outed as FBI informants who worked for the National Guard in Camp Navajo. They also called out Gabe Hoffman, Craig Sawyer, and Richard Branson. Branson's Necker Island was rented several times for NXIVM events, and he hosted Marina Abramovich on at least one occasion. Elijah Priest was introduced to Isaac, allegedly, by Manuel Chavez III, as known as the Fango, a known criminal and a clown.
And is trying to take Louis and VOP to court for trespass on a property that he took the lease over on. Anyway, you need to look into this dirty, filthy attorney who's using the local media to attack VOP down there. Now, ultimately, Mayor Rothschild down there is a Rothschild. The Rothschild family are the ultimate benefactors in this worldwide child trafficking operation.
It all goes up to them.
All goes back to the Rothschilds.
Let's see here.
Okay?
We got, Broad says, Richard Branson working
he's
on
a
renewable.
pedo.
Richard Branson is donezo,
he's
guys.
a pedo. And we've got stories. That's his island was used for trafficking.
Well,
and
he's
that's
tied in with
where
NXIVM.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, and he's got an island.
And
right,
Obama.
Right, he's got an island next door to that pedo.
Yeah.
You know, what was it?
Epstein?
Lolita Island. Lolita Epstein. So he's got an island next door to Epstein, and they're all in it together over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't become a multi-billionaire like that unless you got ties.
Guys, the system has been rigged for a long-ass time. It's the pedo supremacy. You know, that's just how it's been. It goes all the way up to the top. We're talking Queen of England. You know? You don't think they're
the royal
like...
family.
You know what they're getting into with the sacrificing children and killing them?
Yeah.
Shit is real. So the whole system's been... That's why they're like, oh, great, you're in Hollywood. Okay, so you want to be famous. Oh, right. Okay. Look,
yeah, you got to compromise.
the whole thing is compromised. Ugh.
You know. Who else we got to take down?
Craig Sawyer.
Yeah, we already said that.
Well, yeah, that's old news.
Well, he works for the group that are trying to take down VOP.
Sawyer Hoffman.
Get
rid of him. Anyone that tries to take me out actively tries to take me out, and he's bragging about taking me off Twitter. That is a bad actor.
But you've got 2015. You've got a
That's a
lawyer.
bad actor.
You've got the Huffington Post article and the 2015 lawyer's letter that you posted saying that Gabe Hoffman tried to sue victims.
Well, no, he threatened a victim into silence.
To sue them.
A fucking victim. That's what he does. He goes after victims.
Yeah.
So F that guy. Why don't they kick him off Twitter for being a fucking fake?
Well, you know. So anyway, so just back to Arizona, what we've proven down there, that there were some people from the National Guard, Keith and Rachel Krause, they're also on the FBI payroll down there. We've proven that. We managed, through social media and through hammering these trolls, we managed to have Rachel Krause's little operation down there implode, so their own people turned on Rachel Krause and outed her as being an FBI informant and a member of the National Guard.
Wow.
So this is the FBI cover up child trafficking. The CIA do the trafficking. They do it all. They fly people around and play trafficked me as a kid.
Oh, someone says Rachel threatened you. Robot on Tears. They threatened you.
Yeah.
Like, look, guys.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? To be quite honest, I don't.
And she's a Luciferian.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see.
Go to the bathroom.
All right.
I'll be back.
Fiona's going to the bathroom.
Yeah. Too much tea with Kappy.
Too much tea with Kappy. Is there such a thing as too much tea with Kappy? I don't know. I don't know that we're gonna see these. Ooh, X22 were sticking up for lawyer. They were 320. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, don't be scared, Robot Interiors. What are they gonna do? You stay strapped up. You're like, come to my house. Come, great. Let's do this. Great. Come to my house. Come to wherever I'm at. Losers. Talk about, oh yeah, guys, let's talk about these fake bombs that ended up, they haven't been stamped. It's just, it looks so fake. It's so stupid. So stupid. Oh man. It's so stupid. One of the few that can read fast. Yeah, well, you guys, when you're periscoping and there's like, you have to have so many parts of your brain going to do it effectively. It's
Back.
So what time is it? It's like what, noon here? 11:30?
I don't know.
Someone was wondering.
Where's my phone? What was I going to say? Oh, that's the other thing that we were going to say. MS-13 are behind the child trafficking. They're the gang that are being used by the Clinton
they're not
Foundation.
behind.
They're on the other side of the border.
Yeah,
and
they're
doing,
involved.
They're the
involved.
ones throwing Russian hand grenades at the Border Patrol.
No, it makes sense.
And they're the ones...
Okay, okay.
And they're the ones...
So this is back to the VOP stuff.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Not that other thing.
Okay.
Back to the VOP stuff. I just had to remember MS-13. And they're in that caravan. And that's all child trafficking in that caravan as well. There are a lot of kids.
Well, it's a lot of things. It's much like pedophilia. That caravan is a very good metaphor for our immigration policy in America over the Obama years, because we've got child trafficking going. They've said there's ISIS embedded in that caravan.
And destined for pedophilia.
And this is another reason why it's a perfect metaphor. A lot of people are saying that's Soros NGO money, and make no mistake, guys. Wherever George Soros is, there is human trafficking. Wherever Soros is...
And the Clinton Foundation.
Well, of course, the Clinton Foundation. Soros, yeah. Soros was a Nazi, that's true. He worked with the Nazi. A literal Nazi is a Democrat.
Well, Democrats are Marxists into Marxist lawlessness.
Yeah.
That's why they protest through the streets and overturn cars and burn stuff. It's Marxist lawlessness, and you'll notice that within university courses, law, education, it's all Marxist doctrine now.
They're saying to do this sideways.
Chavez has been an enthusiastic lackey of Gabe Hoffman, a known villain in the Truther movement. DeFango is a low-level LARP whose main focus is to attack researchers and abuse survivors, and some say he's a government informant. Curiously, DeFango confirms to have been hired by former, quote, CIA spook Robert David Steele. Chavez got hired by Hoffman to make videos to mock and discredit people. Among those, Fiona Barnett, Isaac Kappy, Tiffany Fitzhenry, and myself. Robert David Steele gained notoriety thanks to his alliance with the MI6 Vatican honeypot scam, the ITNJ. An interesting connection since the ITNJ sabotaged Fiona's testimony, as I exposed on my website and podcast. Blood merchant Elahi Priest seems to have a knack for the occult and secret societies. Is he a mid-level Freemason desperate to climb up the hierarchy? Perhaps. He believes in child abuse, child sacrifice to enlighten initiates into their craft. He's no different than the people Isaac was exposing. And oddly enough, the first son of Elahi priest died, and the only daughter that Sasha Stone ever had also died. So, you know, coincidences and all, but these people are satanic, posing as New Age. Priest Contact Zero altar comes from a cult of the same name whose members have wild claims. They say they communicate with the Pleiadians, benevolent extraterrestrials who want to initiate children sexually at puberty. That's their version, as others who believe in these aliens claim they are here to help us defeat the evil forces dominating the Earth, and nothing to do with pedophilia. Contact Zero states, quote, in poverty's rites of passage, each gender is instructed by the same gender on sexual initiation. Quote, are we supposed to believe this guy was Isaac's brother? When I called him out, Priest resorted to childish ad hominem attacks on my physical appearance and then blocked me. The typical move by conmen and cowards. Sadly, Isaac got duped by Priest as he was too trusting. Priest also claims to be the Australian honorary consulate in Congo and Zimbabwe, as he's a known blood diamond trafficker in the area, but most likely just another lie to satisfy his thirst for attention. Sasha Stone spent his childhood in Zimbabwe, as his father got appointed to Rhodesia as an intelligence asset. Some claim Priest paid for Kappy's flight, befriended him to entrap him with a blood diamond deal to get access to SRA survivor Fiona Barnett. At the last minute, Isaac refused to entrap Fiona. They used him, and by bailing at the last minute, he signed his death warrant. Facts. Priest was Sasha Stone's roommate a long time ago, and Stone is the leader of the ITNJ in England. After being kicked out by Fiona, Isaac stayed with Mercy Wolf, a trustee for the ITNJ, and very close to Stone. Too many coincidences, right? And too many wolves around Isaac. Once back in the United States, Isaac made it clear he had a fallout with Fiona and Priest. Conveniently, Priest minimizes the fallout and claims he suffered a lot due to the loss of his brother. At the same time, he ridiculously claimed Donald Trump and the QAnon movement were behind the murder. If he didn't already have huge credibility issues, that sealed the deal for most people.
And who knows why. Did I see the Fiona hit piece? I saw some of it. It's not entirely accurate. I'll tell you that. I had some weirdo try to get me to give up Fiona's address. They're like, can you give me her address so I can send her a card? I was like, yeah, no. And then the same weirdo was like, can you give me Vegan Mikey's number? I was like, yeah, no. Don't think so. So I didn't go through the whole thing on Fiona. To be honest, when she stopped, David Schurter attacked me and said that on Twitter, which by the way I don't have Twitter and I can't defend myself, but he said that Elahai and I were trying to set Fiona up, which is fucking stupid, and didn't appreciate that, and she was not online to dispute that, so really dumb shit. So frankly, people are like, Fiona. I'm like, guys, I reached out. She hasn't reached back to fix the situation. So there we are. I would waste my fucking time to go to Australia to set up Fiona. Ugh, so stupid. Yeah, David is paranoid, which I understand. I get it. Who says she's being attacked? Yeah, Marianne. I talked to Marianne a lot, and then I got banned from Twitter, and then all of a sudden people are like, what is this crap Marianne's saying? She's like, Isaac's an MK Ultra handler. I'm like, ugh, this is so shit. So, Really, the only victim I'm talking to is like Mikey, because, yeah. What's up with these people? Well, you know, when people are genuine victims of this stuff, they, it's pretty traumatic. You want to send Mikey cash? Yeah, if you want to. Mikey's a victim, not only of being a pedophilia victim, but also of the cult and all the shit they do, and their underhanded stuff, which I'm a victim of as well. I don't really talk about that so much just because I don't like to dwell on bad shit. They don't know who to trust. It's completely understandable. Guys, there's so many fucking fakes that like pretend to help people and that set people up. So I get it. I don't know why 98 I'm a victim of thinking my opinion matters. Don't know what that means. You have a daughter who is a victim of SRA. I'm very sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. That is awful. Again, I don't like Schroeder. Like, I don't... Whatever. I don't hold it against people when, you know, shit happens. It's like, I don't think they're, you know, being willfully... Well, I don't want to get into it. I just try to ignore it. If I went after everyone who lied about me on the internet, I would just be doing that nonstop. Yeah, Samson of 85. I mean, I have questions now after she slandered good people who I know. Slandered the Prime Minister's wife of Australia, who she's never met, and the people that I know who she's never met. Claim that all of us, I don't know, CIA, some shit. It's like... how am I keeping my head above water? What's up, Deep State Kate? How am I keeping my head above water? Let's go with the flow, I guess. PM of Australia is a shill. I don't know, man. I know some people that are really tight with him. They're great people. I think Scott Morrison is kind of a fucking pussy, and he's not a strong like leader. I don't think he's a shill. But, you know, he does try to, with the whole immigration thing. Oh, you have further evidence? All right, great, send it over. I mean, no one gets to be Prime Minister of Australia without playing the game. Their system is set up to where you have to be in a party. He's connected to Bill Short. Yeah, all right, great. Send me the info. Look, it's corrupt. The Australian system is corrupt. They will never get a revolutionary leader because of the way the system is set up. You can't just vote for the guy. It's all through the party stuff. You want to see the info. Yeah, it's just... It's hard to change stuff when the whole thing is rotten. You thought I knew stuff, inside justice stuff? Maybe. What's your question? All one party. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we had here for forever. All one party. What inside justice stuff are you talking about? Grounded? Yeah, I'm pretty grounded. I heard a great quote the other day. It said, never let success go to your head or failure go to your heart. I was like, oh, that's really nice. I like that. It's a good rule of thumb. Good rule of thumb. Is that the CIA whistleblower? That video where he's like a talk. Yeah, I'm in the United States. John Kiriakou. Yeah. I mean, we know that the CIA is. Oh, talk about CIA, guys! I saw this thread yesterday about Ashton Kutcher and his Thorn Foundation, which is basically supposedly a child pornography database that he just has like access to, and all of his friends. Look at the list of people that support it. It's like John Legend. Who else? A bunch. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Timberlake, Ashton, sus. His best buddy is Danny Masterson, who's a rapist, but beyond being a rapist, uses Scientology assets to run ops on people, because he's a fucking bitch, and I got the first hand on that one. Using Scientology to run ops on people. It's not very cool, and the shit that goes on in LA with the ops, your minds would be blown. Your minds would be blown. Talking gang stalking, all types of shit. I feel like the most patient man in the world for not lashing out, honestly. Because these people fucking suck, and yeah. And you really can't count on local PDs to do stuff. And up until maybe last year, 2 years ago, you couldn't count on the government to do stuff because they were fucking in on it. CIA is in on it. CIA is child trafficking. Oh, back to Ashton. Did you guys see that tweet? You could probably Google it. Ashton CIA mug. He's like drinking from a CIA mug. It's like, of course. Oh, Ashton, Danny Masterson, Tyler Shields. Tyler Shields got his big break through Danny, I believe. The Scientology crew. Tyler Shields, Danny Masterson, Tom Cruise. Fucking Illuminati assholes. Big ass child trafficking protection ring. This is why I say I feel like the most patient man in the world. Just peaceful. People don't get, like, when I went up to David Brock, this guy, David Brock, basically told the media to say that Isaac's a fucking psychopath. So when I go up, very calm and nice for that. It's like, oh, okay, I just ruined all of your shitty propaganda, you fucking faggot, David Brock. So, yeah. I feel like the most patient man in the world.
the hedge fund manager based in Palm Beach, Florida, much like Jeffrey Epstein was, gained notoriety as the producer of An Open Secret. This film exposes Bryan Singer and other low-level pedophiles as part of the swamp terrorizing children in Hollywood. He attacked Kappy on Twitter using his account and the film's account. Huffman claims advocacy for child abuse victims, but spends a huge amount of time discrediting whistleblowers who come forward. Kappy pointed out some of Huffman's connections, which I was later able to confirm. The producer bragged about getting Kappy deplatformed from Twitter constantly. He has also been stalking me for almost a year. People still send me screenshots of him posting about me, bragging about getting me shut down from Patreon, Facebook, PayPal, and Twitter. During his famous stream, Isaac exposes the Mossad Media Matrix, a web of infiltrators hired to divert people from the truth. What truth? Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad asset used to blackmail important political, financial, and entertainment figures worldwide. Israel denies this. On the stream, Isaac focuses on how the most prolific human trafficker in modern history had all these fake abuse victims' advocates in his pocket as a way to deflect from himself and his associates.
Hello, guys. Something special is happening in here. That's right. It's brackets and jackets. Bringing it back for brackets and jackets. Special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the man with the island, which is suspiciously close to Haiti. That's right. You see this man, Jeffrey Epstein, is funding lots of people. He's funding lots of people on the street to make sure his shit doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record sealed. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right, Kappy's in the portal. Kappy's in the portal. Kappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Brackets and Jackets Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. Alright, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well. Also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton. And Epstein is Haiti. And Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon was going to that guy for money? Also, Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. See, here's something that really made a kind of weird epiphany to me today, is when I figured out that Gabe Hoffman lives in West Palm Beach, Florida, and is an investor in West Palm Beach, Florida, and had a documentary about this guy, Bryan Singer. But isn't Bryan Singer Epstein as well? Were they maybe setting up a little play for this guy, Bryan Singer? Maybe they didn't even bring him down to where the real shit was happening. They always had a fall guy to take him out. That's kind of where my mind's going. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What about Alex Jones? Who else is Epstein funding? The guy was friggin' loaded. And there's accounts in the Cayman Islands. Plus, if you've got paymasters, if you've got people that will pay and do your dirty work for you, like set-up ops on patriotic Americans. Well, what about that? By the way, I got a call today from somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. It was the best, guys. It was a very good call. Some things are happening all over the world. Oh yes, some things are happening all over the world. By the way, may I remind you that scientist that was busted in Portland just a couple of days or maybe a week ago was busted for producing CP, and he is 1 degree away from Epstein. That's right, Epstein. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it like a ting on the bottom. Pull it like a ting on the bottom. Pull that motherfucker out. And everything all falls down.